Okay. Mayor, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Elmwood Park Mayor and Council for June 18th, 2026, to order at 7:01 p.m. On roll call, we have council members Fasolo, absent, Oswald,
Here.
Sampson,
Present.
Sheridan,
Here.
Choisey,
Here.
Council President Pellegrin,
Here.
Mayor Coletti.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you and good evening to all. Welcome to our public meeting. So we have a pretty lengthy agenda here. Let's waste no more time and get started. Could everyone please rise for our prayer and flag salute? Oh God, our Father, we ask you to bless our meeting, which we entrust to your fatherly care and protection. Please remove all selfishness and prejudice from our hearts and implant therein a keen sense of justice and a greater love for you and our neighbors. Guide us in our deliberations so that our decisions will always please you and bring your peace and happiness to our community. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I forgot to say amen. I'm saying it now. Whereas Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of the State of New Jersey require at the commencement of every meeting a statement of compliance be read by the presiding officer. Now, therefore, be advised that the meeting requirements for this meeting have been met by publishing a special meeting notice in the Record, in Herald News, and by publishing such notice in the office of the Borough Clerk, as well as in a public place within the municipal building, and by notifying interested citizens. Said notice was posted and transmitted on January 2nd, 2026, and published on January 8th, 2026.
Okay, first up, we have approval of minutes. We have the April 23rd, 2026 special meeting, May 7th, 2026 work session and executive session, May 21st, 2026 regular meeting and executive meeting.
May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilwoman Sheridan. Sorry. On roll call, we have Councilmember Fasolo, absent, Oswald,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Choisey,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. At this moment, we have the Homeowners Association presentation. I would like to call forward Linda Colombini and call down Mayor Coletti, Police Chief Michael Foligno, and Police Commissioner Councilwoman Troisi to accept the donation.
We're here this evening on behalf of the Elmwood Park Homeowners Association. We'd like to donate this check in the amount of $2,000 for the Youth Police Academy uniforms. Anything for our youth of today and who better can be trained by the best police department around.
Oh, it's show me the money.
And thank you to my, thank you to my, all my board members. I mean, we do this as a team. It's not me. We all deserve the credit for what happened, how we raised this money and so on and so forth. So I couldn't do it without them.
Thank you, Mr. President. So I'd like to say that our police academy is growing every year. We started out, the first year I was chief, 22 kids. This year, the waiting list is 30 deep, and we're at 160 kids right now. So, a really good program, and this is gonna really help a lot because we can give the kids the best looking uniforms.
Is that your capacity, the 160?
No, I had a meeting with the staff the other day, and we're gonna, you know, yeah, we're gonna increase it. It's a good program, so why not? I don't like to turn people away. We'll make it work.
Police officers will be trained by
And
the
just to elaborate a little further on the homeowners, we appreciate what Linda and the homeowners have done, not only for this organization that we're featuring this evening, but for 4 or 5 others during the course of the year. And it shows the empathy that our organizations have for our town. We're all thinking alike. We're all functioning alike. Very hard to find that. Very hard. Some might say, well, there's no individuality. When it comes to running a town like this with 23,000 people, we don't want too much individuality.
Team.
Team and consistency.
That's right.
professional courtesy we have to discuss and do it together.
And it was just funny. I had a discussion with my wife last night. She says, "You've got all workers around you." She says, "Everyone is a worker," and that makes a big difference. And we all know how electricity flows, right? It flows in a circle. Well, if there's no continuity and somebody's not within that circle, it's got a hurl like this. And what happens? You got a break, right? A break in the action. So keep up the good work with the homeowners. We do appreciate it. And I know the residents out here that are watching appreciate it too.
Thank you, Linda. Where are you going, buddy?
What would that be?
Who took the check?
What would that be?
Don't
No
trust that man.
No.
Oh yeah, show me the money.
Ordinances? Okay, moving on to ordinances, okay? We're good? Okay, next we have ordinances on first reading. Resolution R-189-26, introduce ordinance number 26-16 on first reading. Be it resolved that an ordinance entitled Bond Ordinance to Authorize the Acquisition of a New Ambulance in by and for the Borough of Elmwood Park in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, to appropriate the sum of $400,000 to pay the cost thereof, to make a down payment, to authorize the issuance of bonds to finance such appropriation, and to provide for the issuance of bonds, anticipation notes in anticipation of the issuance of such bonds, be passed and adopted on first reading, and be it resolved that a final hearing on said ordinance will be heard in the municipal building on Thursday, July 16th, 2026 at 7:00 p.m. or as soon thereafter as same can be heard, at which time any persons interested in said ordinance can be heard. Be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she is hereby authorized to advertise a notice of introduction and final hearing as required by law.
Mr. Foligno, will you please break this down for us?
Yes, Mayor, as you are aware, we have our own paid EMS service here in the borough for the past 4 or 5 years. One of the best around, right, Councilman?
Clearly the best in the county for,
And amazing response times, amazingly run unit, and we have 2 ambulances. They are very old, and they're on their last leg, and they're costing a lot of money to maintain. So with Councilman Sampson as the commissioner of the ambulance corps, he decided that it was time that we start seeking to replace these vehicles. They're quite costly, but they make money for the town now, and they obviously serve the residents in need. So we are passing a bond to purchase that vehicle. It's a 2-year wait, build out. We do have other avenues that we're trying to raise funds through the Chamber of Commerce, through an assemblyman who's applying for grant money for us, and a couple other things in the works. Whether that means we offset the bond or we just get 2, whatever, that's your decision if those things come to fruition. But this is very necessary, and it's great for the community.
Thank you. It's important that the residents know that we're working all different avenues between the Chamber of Commerce and our elected officials at the state level to offset this $400,000. Mike, is it safe to say that this ambulance corps now, it's in the black?
Oh, yeah, for only the first year we were not, but now we are, yes, definitely in the black.
That's good. So that's all well and good. May I have a motion on the ordinance?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilwoman Sheridan. On roll call, we have Council Members Fasolo, absent. Oswald,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Choisy,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have ordinances on second reading. Resolution R-190-26, introduce ordinance number 26-15 on second reading. Whereas a public notice has been given by the Borough Clerk that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to fix the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey for the year 2026, was introduced and passed at a meeting held on Thursday, May 21st, 2026, and that further consideration of this ordinance will be taken up at this meeting. And whereas all persons interested in said ordinance were given an opportunity to be heard concerning the same, now therefore be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Elmwood Park that an ordinance entitled, an ordinance to fix the salary, wage, and compensation of the officers, employees, and servants of the Borough of Elmwood Park, County of Bergen, State of New Jersey for the year 2026, pass on final reading.
May I have a motion to open to the public?
So moved.
Anyone from the public here to speak on this ordinance and this ordinance alone? If not, I'll close the public portion. May I have a motion to adopt the ordinance?
So moved.
Call the roll, please.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Oswald. On roll call, we have Council Members Fasolo, absent. Oswald,
Yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan,
Yes.
Choisy,
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Now, Sinead, do you need a little break before you start this arduous consent agenda?
I'll take a sip of water.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Moving on to our consent agenda, we have the following resolutions. Resolution R-191-26, approval of payroll. R-192-26, approval of bills list. R-193-26, capital budget amendment. R-194-26, authorized vacation buyback. R-195-26, resolution to redeem third-party tax lien. R-196-26, resolution to redeem third-party tax lien. R-197-26, appoint part-time electrical inspector Joseph Vietes, Building Department. R-198-26, appoint part-time building inspector Scott Cars, Building Department. R-199-26, authorize release of road opening performance bond. R-200-26, appointment of full-time public safety telecommunicator, Police Department, Philip Cowell. R-201-26, appoint full-time laborers, Department of Public Works. R-202-26, appoint part-time seasonal workers, Department of Public Works. R-203-26, authorize execution of contract with Bergen County Department of Health Services, EAP. R-204-26, appointment of Recreation Department staff. R-205-26, appointment of recreation staff for the 2026 summer program, Recreation Department. R-206-26, appointment of recreation spray park staff for the 2026 summer program, Recreation Department. R-207-26, appointment of recreation aftercare staff for the 2026 summer program, Recreation Department. R-208-26, resolution accepting proposal of community grants, planning and housing for professional affordable housing administration services. R-209-26, resolution accepting proposal of community grants, planning and housing for professional affordable housing rehabilitation and administrative services. R-210-26, appointment of municipal housing liaison. R-211-26, authorizing the mayor to execute an agreement with the County of Bergen snow plowing / salting shared service agreement. R-212-26, resolution approving endorsement in support of the State of New Jersey Department of Transportation Route 46 over Erie Lackawanna Railroad Bridge Replacement Project. R-213-26, approved 2026-2027 new and/or used car dealership licenses. R-214-26, renew liquor licenses for the 2025-2026 license term. R-215-26, renew liquor licenses for the 2026/2027 license term. R-216-26, authorization to execute an agreement with St. Leo's school security officers. R-217-26, approved block party request. R-218-26, resolution to appoint firefighters. R-219-26, maintenance of 97 Falmouth. R-220-26, maintenance of 4 Fredericks Court. R-221-26, corrective resolution authorizing tax exemption for surviving disabled veteran spouse. And R-222-26, resolution to approve the consent agenda.
Phew. You made it. Very nicely done. May I have a motion on the consent agenda?
Second.
Any discussion? I think that's a first. Call the roll.
First by Council President Pellegrin, second by Councilman Oswald, and roll call we have Councilmembers Fasolo, absent, Oswald,
Here, yes.
Sampson,
Yes.
Sheridan. Yes. Troisi.
Yes.
Council President Pellegrin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Next, we have departmental reports. We have the Board of Health meeting minutes from April 13th, 2026, and the Zoning Board meeting minutes from April 22nd, 2026.
May I have a motion to accept the departmental reports?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Call the roll, please.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Oh, I'm
Reports-
sorry.
You're okay.
Apologize.
Reports accepted. Mayor, at this time, I will turn the meeting over to you for council reports.
Very good. Mr. Fasolo's not with us. We'll start off with Mr. Oswald.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate it. I just wanted to say a quick congratulations to a lot of people. I don't really have much to report. I'm hoping this will end up being a short meeting. Congratulations to the middle schoolers and the high schoolers of Elmwood Park. They are definitely making Elmwood Park proud. They're going to be great for the future. I feel like every time I've come to a council meeting, all the years I've worked here, almost every time we've had somebody from Elmwood Park to honor, to talk about, to celebrate, somebody who's making us proud even outside our borders. So I was so happy to see each and every one of them cross the line, including my niece. These are future soldiers, future neighbors, teachers, parents, people that are going to be the ones that help us when we're sick or when we need somebody to talk to. And I believe that they get one of the best educations in New Jersey, if not the country, right here in Elmwood Park. So I'm very thankful for that, to the Board of Education, and to everybody who made that possible. I'm looking very much forward to my own son going into the public school system next year. I'm glad to see all the curbside improvements that are being done to improve our road access and ADA compliant sidewalks. I know a lot of people like to complain about some things and some traffic, but at the end of the day, these things make the borough better, they make them safer. And as much as I would like to say that back in my youth I like to fly through on my bike and stop signs, I now realize, now that I walk my kids to school, that the people need to be more observant of stop signs, whether you're on a bicycle, a scooter, an e-bike, especially on the boulevard. It's just a lot of people traveling. So if you have grandkids or kids at home, if anybody's watching, please remind your kids that if it's got a motor, it needs to be safe and stop at stop signs, especially if you're going to ride them on the sidewalks. Nobody wants to see a kid hurt in Elmwood Park, especially anybody up here. We're getting into the summer season, so I just wanted to mention too, make sure you try to conserve what you can electric-wise. Electric rates are up, water rates are up, so try not to water your lawn during midday. Try not to use too much electricity if you can avoid it during the hot seasons. Try to compost as much as you can if you don't feel like putting it out on the curb. Composting is a good example of something you can do to reduce waste and reduce cost. And, think about walking places too. I found that over the past couple of months, every single thing I can get in Elmwood Park. Anything I need to eat, anything I need to buy, I've weaned myself off of Amazon. So it's one of those things where Elmwood Park has everything for you, so there's no need to go driving too far. I want to say happy Father's Day to all the dads out there on June 21st. This will be a great Father's Day for all of us. We live in a beautiful town and a beautiful world, and our kids are beautiful and we want to protect them. So go out there, support a dad that's working behind the grill, working underneath the hood of a car, working for you or doing something on behalf of another person. It doesn't have to be your dad to say happy Father's Day. Also, I wanted to say happy Juneteenth, June 19th. It's a new holiday, but it's something that we should still celebrate. It's about freedom. It represents a good portion of the diaspora of Elmwood Park, so I do want to make sure that that was mentioned. And happy Pride Month for all those who celebrate and recognize it. These are members of our community, they're business owners, they're parents, they're people that work with us and for us, and every single one of them deserves recognition. And finally, a special thank you to all the new appointees, including firefighters, volunteers on our boards and organizations. Every one of these people that does something for free, that gives an hour to the borough, is giving an hour back to the residents and to taxpayers. They're doing all these things because they love their neighbors and they love their town. And I think we need to remember that going into these hot months. The people that take care of us sometimes aren't getting paid. So just remember that. And I am happy to say progress, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman, you mentioned grooming of lawns. I just would like to bring out that area between the street curb and the street. What really gets to me sometimes, I'll go past a house, it's well groomed, and then they got grass growing up in the curb line on the outside. It just totally destroys everything that they were doing. Take the time, that's really your responsibility anyhow. Take the time to finish grooming your property and keep that curb line clean. Councilman Sampson.
Thank you, Mayor. So I, of course, have my EMS committee notes down here, but the chief covered most of my comments today. Our call rate is steady and our staffing is perfect. I don't see any reports of any missed tours or anybody even calling out. So the team that runs this, the police department side, is doing a great job. Thank you, everyone up here on this dais, for the cooperation with the purchase of the first new ambulance. I truly appreciate that. And as far as my years of activity, this was very simple because I served on new ambulance committees on a volunteer level, and that's meetings and hours and arguments and talking about colors of lenses and stuff like that. And we didn't have any of that, so it's very, it's refreshing on this end. So I was at graduation last night with some of my counterparts. It was great to see what our future holds. Our youth they're youth. They're full of youth. They're full of potential. So some very good future Elmwood Park residents and humans in general last night. It was refreshing. On my Elk side, we had our Flag Day services, which was just this past Sunday the 14th. Special thanks to Chief Foligno and his honor guard, who performed flawlessly, and they were very reverent, and the formal salute to our flags was very well appreciated. Great job, Chief. AARP activity, our meeting was last Thursday. Representatives from Hackensack Medical Center dietary and diabetes nurse gave a very informative presentation, which was well received by the AARP audience. They did a really good job there last Thursday. Linda, Homeowners Association, she has a meeting coming up next Wednesday at the Senior Center. I'm not going to comment any further on that because I think Pam has a lot to say about that. And well, of course, she has a Wind Creek trip on 6/26, which helps fund these presentations and awards to various community resources. So, if you get a chance, you want to go, let Linda or me know. I bet you I can get you a seat on a bus.
You bet.
Yeah. Of course, Juneteenth, as Joe said, you know, it took nearly 3 years after Lincoln actually signed that proclamation to get it across the country to the final day on June 19th, 1865. Nearly 3 years. That's incredible. So we're all Americans. We learn from that, and we all need to stick together and serve our country in the pursuit of happiness and freedom. Happy Father's Day, everybody. All the fathers in here. And just on emergency services personal note, today's the 19th anniversary of a horrendous fire in Charleston, South Carolina, where nine firefighters were lost in the evening of 6/18/07. I observe that every year. May they rest in peace. Mayor, other than that, outstanding progress in this borough. We're moving forward. Thank you.
Yeah, it was, unfortunately, I missed the Flag Day. It was probably the first time in quite a long time. But I do want to comment on the organization. I believe it was 140 years ago they established Flag Day, and to this day, the government has sort of taken it over. But the remarkable job that the Elks do with that, and they kept our pride over the 140 years, to the point now that at every function, we get up and we salute that flag, which we should be doing automatically. It's a great marquee for the United States, our flag.
Absolutely. So as you had indicated 140 years ago, the Grand Lodge then, that's like Elks headquarters, issued a decree that every lodge will observe Flag Day. If you're not gonna, you have to apply for dispensation and give a reason why. I don't know of a lodge that ever has, and it would be like, how dare you, because it's not gonna happen anyway. So it's observed every day on Flag Day across the country at every Elks Lodge in existence.
Yeah, it's a pretty flag, right? It's
And the history is really amazing from the first cedar flag, as they all walk in.
yeah. Actually, during the Revolutionary War, correct me if I'm wrong, we didn't have the flag as we know it today until the very, very end, I believe.
Yeah, what we call the Betsy Ross flag, which is the 13 stars in a circle, was the end, yes.
Yeah. Old Glory. Thank you, Councilman.
Thank you, sir.
Councilwoman Sheridan.
Thank you. I was also at Flag Day, but I was in the kitchen working. What else is new?
Okay.
But anyway, it was very nice. Thank you to the Elmwood Park Police Department. The fire department showed up, but they got a fire call and naturally duty calls. They left. The Boy Scouts, they were great. It was a very nice day all around. We got the concerts coming up in July and August. I will be doing 50/50s for the monument over. I'm not making a new monument. I am refurbishing the one that's up at the high school on top of the little hill. Most people have no idea it's even there.
Yeah.
So I am going to be refurbishing that, so I will be there. The softball hut will be open also, so if you're going to the concerts, bring some money with you. Also, for my veterans, Father's Day, Frank Doc, which is our liaison to the veterans, he's having a Father's Day movie Sunday. They're going to start out with a lunch over at the American Legion and then a free movie. He's also doing a free Comic-Con. If you want any information on that, I have his number. I'm pretty sure it's on the website too, right, Mike? Okay, it's on our website. Also, Marty Conroy, which is from Elmwood Park, he is doing the karaoke for Battlefield Commander Foundation. That's another organization for our veterans. And that will be on next Thursday, June 25th, 7 to 10 at the American Legion. Karaoke entertainment, food included, silent auction, cash bar, beer and wine, $30 donation is suggested. Also, I have my fire report. This is from January 1st to May 31st. There was 239 emergency incidents, which equals almost 2,000 hours of manpower. Now, you have to remember, this is all volunteer. 51 training drills, that almost adds up to almost 3,800 service hours for volunteers. We also had 54 fire alarm activations, 29 gas leaks, gas odor investigations, 20 assistant calls, 17 standby requests, and 12 carbon monoxide. Now, remember, it's all volunteer. We also have 119 hours of drill training, which adds up to almost 1,100 man-hours. So I have to give a lot of credit to our fire department, especially they had the accident between Moeller and Route 46. They had one on Route 80. They had one on the top of Market Street by the Cherry Hill section. I just want to give a big thank you to our fire department. Now with it getting summertime, Please be careful with barbecue grills, electric grills, whatever you have, safety first. I mean, want to go out, have a barbecue, have a few drinks, fine. Pay attention, safety first. I want to also tell everybody, have a happy Father's Day. Everybody, school's out, enjoy the summer, be safe, see you at the concerts. Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Terry,
Yes, sir.
with those figures, is that monthly?
That was from January 1st to May 31st. That was the first 5 months of the year.
They're busy. They're busy. Thank you for that report. Councilwoman Troche.
Thanks, Mayor. The Spray Park will be opening on June 22nd. Passes can be purchased on Community Pass. The Bombers are holding a Father's Day lottery ticket board raffle. The tickets are $10 each, and the prize is $100 worth of scratch-off lottery tickets. The tickets are on sale through June 20th. The winner will be drawn on the 20th at 6:30 p.m. To enter, you can send payment via Zelle to info@epbombers.com. You must be 18 or older to purchase tickets. The Green Team will be guest speakers at the Homeowners Association meeting next week on June 24th. Anyone who is interested in learning about the Green Team are encouraged to attend. Please RSVP to Linda at 201-982-4919 because we will be having pasta and salad. Oh, and Councilwoman Sheridan said to add garlic bread. I would like to congratulate all of the students, whether they were kindergarten through 5th grade and they were moving up, or if they were 8th grade or 12th grade graduates. I had the pleasure of attending the middle school and the high school ceremonies. We had the most beautiful weather for those graduations, and it was just such a lovely evening, so full of hope for the future. Okay, I'd like to thank Linda Colombini and the Homeowners Association for their generous donation to the Police Academy program. Another beautiful example of how community supports community. I know it's a great program. I have never seen a negative thing said about the program. I know that the kids really enjoy it. So thank you, Chief, and your staff for that. And I'd also like to mention that Chief Foligno was selected as Elk's Citizen of the Year for 2025, and he'll be recognized on Sunday, June 28th. So please join me in congratulating the Chief on that.
I will say that this is the second time I'm receiving this award. I received it in 1995.
See that? Happy Father's Day to the residents, Chief, Councilman, Mayor. I hope everyone spoils you and treats you all real well. And then the last thing, I'd like Councilman Oswald to tell me how he weaned himself off of Amazon. My husband would be very grateful.
It was actually pretty easy. I let my card expire.
I see.
And then honestly, I really started realizing that a lot of the local people that sell on Amazon can potentially be your neighbors. They're selling things too. So I just figured, you know what, unless it's something really crazy, like a crazy electronic or something, which I don't really need, you can get everything right here in Elmwood Park. We've got it all.
Very well. That's all I have, Mayor. Thank you.
So you got to be like me when it comes to defining Amazon. It's a country in I believe Southern Hemisphere. That's all I know about Amazon. And that's how you avoid having to get away from the addiction of it. So I know that's going to seem archaic and a little old-fashioned, but moving along. Thank you, Councilwoman Troisi. Council President Pellegrin?
Yes, good evening, everyone. First, I want to start out also by thanking Linda and all the members of the Homeowners Association. They do a wonderful job with our community, and they're always giving back. I attend every meeting, and I enjoy them. So thank you all for what you do. We really appreciate it. My Board of Health update, on June 6th, they had their first annual Cancer Prevention and Wellness event. A lot of good information was shared. Thanks to all the vendors that participated. This event was great. And thank you to our Board of Health for hosting events like this to bring awareness to help others. Their next regular meeting will be Monday, August 10th at 7 p.m. There's no meeting in July. Residents Assistance Program update, on June 10th, Pantry Director Angela Fava and myself attended the 6th Annual Pantry Summit. Much information was shared to better help us to help our residents in need. Every year we learn something new to bring back to our community to better serve our residents. If you're in need, please call the office at 201-796-1457, extension 215 or 213 for an appointment at our pantry. We're always here to help our community. The New Elmwood Park Chamber of Commerce update. They had their lunch networking event this past Tuesday at the Elmwood Park Diner. Then that night, they had their regular monthly meeting. Much discussion was had about upcoming events and fundraising ideas. Their next event will be on Tuesday, July 21st at 6 p.m. at Parkway Lanes in Elmwood Park. Rev Up for America's 250th celebration event. 5:30 p.m. will be our general meeting, followed by 6 p.m. till 8 p.m. with bowling and networking fun. Cost is $25 per person. Proceeds will go towards the Elmwood Park Ambulance fundraiser. For more information on this event, you can go to their website at elmwoodparkchamber.org or call 551-500-7810. Lastly, I attended the Flag Day ceremony on June 14th at our Patterson Elks Lodge number 60. It was a beautiful ceremony. I also attended the middle school and high school graduations, wishing our middle school graduates good luck in high school and wishing our high school graduates much luck and success in all their future endeavors. Congratulations to all. And again, happy Father's Day to all the wonderful men out there who make the world a better place. We appreciate you all. And I'd just like to say something about the Elmwood Park Chamber of Commerce. They've been really working hard, and they're getting a lot of money donated. And also, we have a lot of businesses that have been signing up. A few years ago, it was almost zero. And through hard work with all the members, I'm not pointing one person out, it's been truly an effort. And I'm just proud to be a part of that also. And we really have a great community that works together, that helps everyone. Our community is thriving. I really feel like the success of us going forward is so great lately. Like, everybody's pitching in, everybody's on this council is doing their work and uniting together for our residents, and that's the way it should be. That's what it's all about, working together. So thank you, Mayor. Progress. And I just want to say, you look wonderful. And so happy to see you looking so well and doing well.
I gave you the $100.
Yeah, you gave it to me before.
You've been a busy young lady, that's all I got to say from that
I'm
report.
trying for you, Mayor.
Yeah, and this whole panel here too, right to my left and to my right, very busy. I just would like to say regarding, and I'll keep mine short, that for those fathers out there, we do appreciate you. Let's face it, if there was no fathers, none of us would be here. I don't want to hear it from the women now. But I think we have the moment where we can brag a little, and, right, am I right?
As long as we do it on Mother's Day.
Yeah, like you do on Mother's Day. And enjoyed Father's Day. And we're going to move along now. We're in motion to open the floor to the public.
So moved. Second.
Anyone from the public that wishes to be heard on any subject whatsoever, our good friend that hasn't been, where you been, Kenny? We were looking for you. I know I got to go down to the Garden State Mall to find you. I ran into Kenny at the Garden State Mall about 2 weeks ago.
I got lost in there too.
I was-
31 Mulberry Street, Elmwood Park, New Jersey. Hey, Mayor and Councilman and Chief, listen to me, please, because there's a lot of issues in this town. There is. First off the bat, we have 2 police cars, the same number. we have.
We'll take care of it.
Is that a fact?
I will verify. We will verify.
455 and 455, we had two of the same numbers.
Would that be the police car?
Yes.
Okay. Well, maybe they're twins. Maybe we'll be bought them.
They all look like twins too. They all look like that. That's one, okay? Secondly, we want to ask you a question. There any way you can stop the trucks to come on Local Street and Mulberry Street and go down the hill? Because you know why? They drag their trailers and make a lot of noise, and they're scraping the whole bottom of the high road all the time.
I agree with you. That's a problem there. Not just trucks, but constant flow of traffic.
Right.
So we'll,
And another thing you need to know, I saw it Sunday night, 5 o'clock at night, car flipped over right on Locust Street. I saw that too. I seen that. I reported. I said I seen it. I seen it.
It flipped over?
Yeah, flipped right over. And then that car hit another one behind it somehow. And we had not one, we had four fire engines there. And there was no room for the fire truck to even stay there.
Better safe than sorry, though, Kenny.
I know, but I'm just saying to you. And they were blocked Route 80. They were trying to get, the people don't even get on 80. Because everything was blocked.
Yeah. Well, it was the
And another thing, Mayor,
people in the car.
we need to put a big tree back on the park. The tree that fall down and never replaced. We need to replace it.
Where's that, Kenny?
And Market Street.
That storm, that sudden storm that we had,
And a big one. It was a big one.
it's a tree directly across from St. Leo's that was removed by the DPW. It fell into the park, so
In the park. It fell right in the park.
there were no injuries, there was no other property damage.
Yeah. Well, we'll plant another tree there.
Yeah, you need it because it looks nothing there no more.
So it looks bare.
Right. And another thing you need to know, the concert's gonna start July 6th. I know the date.
You coming?
Yes, I do know the date.
And you're gonna be there?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I'll be
Oh,
looking for
yes,
you.
I just want to tell you that.
Wait a minute. Kenny, I don't mean to,
You know how I know?
I don't mean
The
to.
guy that does the DJ, that you were talking about, the guy that does the karaoke, he told me that when is gonna be the concerts.
Well, the first
Yeah.
concert's July 7th, not 6th.
Oh, no?
It's Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday? Okay. I don't know, I heard Monday, that's what they said.
Well, don't show up Monday, show up Tuesday.
Okay,
All right.
Tuesday a bit better for me.
Thank you.
And this, Mayor, too, we need to talk to somebody for this, because this is very important that you need to know, because it's this is for Lucas, for Liz Morgan, they want a champion.
Well, you got your BA right here, right now. Now's the time to get it all set up.
All right?
Councilman Fasolo, who's not here tonight, is gonna reach out to you.
Yeah, I know, he's not here, I know. But that's the sad part. But we need to do it.
We will.
We will?
Yes, sir.
All right, make sure, Mayor, make sure, Chief. But Chief, make sure you do me a favor. Watch the town more often, because there are things there you don't know going on. I know going on, I watch everything.
We appreciate that, Kenny. We do, so.
I know, I just want to tell you, I care about this town. I really do care. And I think this is like my favorite town to be in, and I want it to be #1 town.
We're all striving for that.
Right,
If we're not there by now,
right,
right?
right.
Okay, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else care to speak from the public? Yes, dear. Name, rank, and serial number.
With all the data centers going up and people complaining about data centers, is there anything on the books here in town to prevent any data centers being established? Or is there not enough property for any data centers to be put up?
I don't think any of us know the answer to that, Lenore. We could look into it for you, though.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
Yeah.
Because the people, the residents would have to pay for the data centers unless you make it that they have to pay for their own electricity, their own water, their own everything by themselves instead of putting it on the residents. I would prefer that the data centers not be put here, but I don't know how much property they need.
Chief,
Sir?
may I?
Yep.
So Lenore, as the chief had said, no one can tell you if there's actually an ordinance that applies, but I can assure you that when it comes to the planning board, we're going to very closely vet those plans because we don't have water. We don't have, the borough doesn't have enough water for our residents and our own industrial applications as it is now. So just specifically to water, we couldn't commit to that requirement for that anyway. And I assure you, the planning board will very closely vet that, and we will absolutely keep our eyes open for that.
Okay.
That's
you.
that's my word. That's right up there with no pilots. Same thing.
Thank you. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. Anyone else care to speak from the public? If not, I'll close the public portion. Yeah, motion. Motion to go into executive. All in favor? Thank you, and have a good evening.
Where's my sheet? There it is. Whereas the Open Public Meeting Act, PL 1975, Chapter 231 permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss attorney-client privilege information and personnel, minutes will be kept, and once the matter involving that confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved that the public be excluded from this meeting.